Okay, we're going to find the relative extrema for this function. To do this, we're going to take the derivative of this, set it equal to 0, and solve for those critical values as our first step. So derivative of natural log is 1 over this expression, so 1 over 3 plus 9x squared minus x cubed times the derivative of this. So derivative of 3 is 0, and then we get 19x minus 3x squared. If we multiply these together, really we're just going to put this in the numerator. So I'll go ahead and do that. I'm also going to rewrite this in this order just because I think it's a little bit nicer to have the polynomial with the highest exponent first. Okay, now we'll set this equal to 0 and solve. If we multiply both sides of the equation by this denominator, it gets rid of the denominator on the left, and we still have 0 on the right. So now let's go ahead and factor out a negative 3x. Okay, now if we set each of these factors equal to 0, and x minus 6 equals 0, we get x equals 0 and x equals 6 for our critical values. So what that means is we can have a relative extrema at both of these points. Now to figure out what kind of extrema they are, we'll set up a sign chart. So negative 1, 1, and 7 we can use for our test values. And we need to plug these values into the original equation. So for negative 1, we would have a positive times a negative over a positive. So this is going to be negative. And then for this one, we're going to have negative times a negative over a positive. That'll be positive. And then for 7, we have a negative, a positive, and then a negative. So this is going to be negative overall. What that tells us is this is decreasing because it's negative, increasing here. So this is a relative min. When it goes from increasing to decreasing, this is a relative max. And let's do a screen share here so we can get the y values. Let's see. Natural log of 3 plus 9x squared minus x cubed. I need to put my x value in. So 0, store that for x. I get 1.099. So 0, 1.099 is a relative min. If I do 6, 6, store that in for x. I get 6, 4.710. And that is a relative max. Now we can verify that on the calculator. So let's go to our graphing function here. 3 plus 9x squared minus x cubed. Graph it. Okay, there's our relative min, and over here somewhere we have a relative max. So let's go ahead and confirm those values match up. Enter, enter, enter. So there is 0, 1.099 when we round it, so that matches up. And there's our 6, 4.710. So that one matches up as well.